Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we've got friend mail. I got some P.O. Box friend mail. This one is a little jacked up. I really don't know what
in the box.
it was, right? I don't know, post office people. But I got some P.O. Box friend mail. First one we're going to open is from the...
My glasses.
Oh, it's from Lou Ward. It's from Lou Ward. It looks like they tried to deliver it in the rain. Okay. Yeah, it seems like it's all wet. There's no quick way through tough times like this. It takes however long it takes. Oh my God, do I need to hear that today? But there are friends to lean on, to laughter to help us forget for a while, and sometimes a little grace shows up where we least expect it. Let's see. Oh, look how pretty. It says, "Don't lose hope. You never know what tomorrow may bring." That's a pretty sticker. This is the Self-Love Club. I love it. It says, "Dear Jeri-Ann, please know that you have many friends who just won't want to hold you up to encourage you in every way possible. This is a scary time for you, not being in control and having to depend on others. I sometimes think I hear the scared and frustration in your voice. It's true. I'm sorry if that comes across. It is totally understandable because it is a scary time for all of us that love you. I believe in the power of prayer and positive thinking. You have been and will continue to be such a strong and inspirational woman. I pray that the pain and suffering you have been enduring will end soon so you can continue to have good times with family and friends. Love, Lou." Lou, you're so sweet. And there's a card that says, "A gift for you." Oh, Lou, you didn't have to do that, but it's Starbucks. Aw, thank you. And a $20 Visa gift card. That is so sweet. Thank you. That is very sweet, Lou. Thank you so much. That means the world. Thank you so much. I'm like trying not to cry. People hate it when I cry. And this one is from Susan in Canada. Susan in Canada is a longtime friend of the channel. She messaged me, "I'm sorry that this mail took so long to get to our house. And then once it got to the house, I was sick. So it's been here for a little bit. And I just want to thank everybody. And hopefully you guys understand." This one says, "To Jim." So that's for Jim for his birthday. If you want to wait. Oh, look how cute. Canadian maple leaves.
I'll put it on my channel.
So from Dollar Tree, sold for Canada Day and July 1st. Look how cute. And they're all different sizes. They're like felt. They almost look like felt stickers. Oh, I love it. I love it. And then, ooh, pumpkin rub-on transfers. Look how pretty these pumpkins are. Oh, and back here, there's a whole bunch of stickers too. Ah, that just fell out. For some reason, I thought that was inside the package. Oh, it is, but the package ripped. Oh, okay. Never mind. There's all these really pretty birds. We love birds, don't we? Mm-hmm. Oh, and butterflies. I love it. That's another butterfly. Another butterfly. Oh, how sweet. Thank you so much. Oh, look at this beautiful little birdie sitting on the fence. Ooh. And then, oh, how cute. Little birdhouse. Oh, how cute. Hummingbird. So cute, Susan. Thank you so much. I'm just trying to see if I got to share all the varieties. And then I love my Canadian maple leaves. Can you put that? Be careful. They're all floating on free floating. And here's the card. It says, "To Jerry." Look at that pretty foiling. Oh, it's so pretty. It matches the card. Look how pretty that is. It says, "Thinking of you." Boo. Jeri-Ann, just a little note to let you know that I am thinking of you. I love all of your home organization. Sending you blessings, prayers, and good vibes. And good health all the way from Toronto, Canada, Susan. Look, she's got bats. And this one said boo. So when I opened it, I was like, boo. Thank you so much, Susan. You're so sweet. Look how cute her bats are. I've got bats in my belfry. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. I feel so loved. New cards for the wall. And I do want to thank everybody. I'm not really having a great day. I went to my scans today. And they were just so wearing. I told everybody, I'm sorry if the fan is squeaking loud in the thing. The headphones, my headphones weren't sitting on the charger right, and they're all dead, and it's just like a whole mess. But I went for my CT scan this morning, and he gave me the IV, and the IV went really well because I drank a ton of water. And then he starts to put me through the machine, and he's like, comes back in, he goes, guess what you forgot? And I was like, I don't know what I forget. He goes, your phone. And my phone was in my bra. Usually I put my phone in my purse the whole time I'm in the doctor's office. So it was very surprising to have it still be in my bra. So he pulled it out, and he's like, it's okay. We didn't like do anything. It was just double checking to make sure your position right. They do like a quick scan or whatever. So then I got my CAT scan, and they wheeled me back to get my radioisotopes. And that was all good. And then we went to Denny's. We had I don't normally tell you guys about like my pay it forward things, but this was just a really sweet story that actually kind of was like, did I really even pay it forward, you know? So, as you know, my phone carrier is T-Mobile. I've had T-Mobile since 2002. We're celebrating 20 years together. They have something called T-Mobile Tuesday, where every Tuesday they give away something little, like to just give you a bunch of little things, save discounts, and sometimes you go to the T-Mobile store and you get little tchotchkes or whatever. So this week they had a free Denny's Value Slam, which is the one that's 2 eggs, 2 bacon or sausage, and 2 pancakes. So we both went, we're like, let's go to Denny's, because Denny's is right by the hospital, with the clinic where I go. It's actually a hospital, but they're right by there. So we went there, and I used my rollator since I was using my wheelchair the whole rest of the time. And I kept telling everybody, I overdid it. I overdid it Wednesday. If I would have known I was coming here today, I wouldn't have overdone it. But still, you know, I was happy to do it. Excuse me. Sorry, I feel like it's itchy, and I don't want to scratch it on camera. People get so upset sometimes. I know you guys all have noses that itch, so you don't care about it. Anyhow, so this lovely young man, and by young man I think he must have been in his late 70s, early 80s, with a cane and his suspenders and his little jeans. He's so cute. He held the door open for me with my rollator. Jimmy was trying to come around with the car, and he held the door open for me, and I thought that was very, very sweet. And I was like, you have a cane and you're holding the door open for me. And then even Jim tried to grab the door from him, and he was like, no, I got it, young man. He's like, go ahead. So it was very, very sweet of him. And we noticed that he was sitting by himself. So I asked the waitress, our waitress, who was beautiful, by the way. I said, are you his waitress too? And she said, no. She's like, why, do you want to buy him breakfast? And I was like, can we? I was like, could I? He was so sweet to help me out. And I was like, you know, whatever, you know, it's Denny's. It's not going to cost an arm and a leg or whatever. But Jimmy and I both had a free value slam, but neither one of us wanted the free value slam. Denny's doesn't have any gluten-free pancakes that I could have upcharged to, and Jimmy wanted pumpkin pancakes. You okay, honey?
Yeah, I need on the couch.
You could have just moved my walker, silly goose egg.
I tried to, but it was...
Oh, I would have helped you. I'm sorry.
Sorry, where do you want your...
On my desk, please, if you can. The stickers, please. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Love you.
I love you too. And Susan, thank you for Jim's card. He said he's gonna go vlog it on his channel, so you'll see it over there. Okay. Anyway, so we were like, oh, Denny's, the free coupon brought us to Denny's, but neither one of us wanted it, and so we were like, oh, that's funny. And I got mine. I got an omelet, and he got his lumberjack thing that he gets, and then we ordered Mom's to take home. And I asked if we could buy him his breakfast. And she was like, I'll get you his check. And I was like, okay. So we saw his waitress. I wasn't like letting him know it was us. I saw his waitress go over to him and tell him that somebody was kind enough to buy his breakfast. And when we get his bill, he had an everyday value slam. So I bought him breakfast, but I didn't even buy a breakfast. I literally was going to ask my waitress, do you know anybody who's got an everyday value slam that can use this coupon? So I ended up buying his coffee and tipping his waitress. So, but it was just really, like I said, I don't normally tell you guys about the, pay it forward kind of situations or like those acts of kindness that we have. But this was just a very ironically weird, funny story that he happened to have the thing that brought us to Denny's. He happened to have bought that, and then we ended up buying him, just getting a free coupon and buying his coffee. And he was just so sweet. And then I was like watching him because he was just very appreciative. Whoever it was just like, he was very appreciative. And the waitress told me he comes in there every day and he gets the same thing every day. So I told Jimmy, I was like, let's go back tomorrow with the other coupon. Anyway, that was the point of telling you the story, that he was very kind. So I used the wheelchair this morning to go, and I'm so tired, folks. The workout on Wednesday, I'm still recovering. I know that I wasn't healthy to begin with, and the bout of intestinal issues definitely makes a difference, because then you can't eat proper nutrition, because whatever you're going to eat, you can't eat like really vegetables that goes through you, and then like certain kinds of meat are heavy and greasy, and so I was just so tired. So I had the real reason that I wanted to be wheelchaired in that clinic is because if you guys, I don't know if it's like this everywhere, but so far every place that I've been to get a CAT scan, sonogram, or MRI, they are like set really far back from the lobby, I guess because of the machines and everything. So I knew that I could probably walk to the scan room, but there was no way I was going to be able to walk all the way back to where the scans were, like where the CAT scan machine was, and then walk from the CAT scan machine to the nuclear medicine machine, which is on the other side of the big hallway with a MRI and a waiting room between them. So I was exhausted to begin with when I started. So I just said, Jimmy, could you please use the wheelchair? And he's like, no problem. He's like, everybody's still proud of me from Wednesday, So use the wheelchair going in. Then I used the rollator to go into Denny's, because Denny's is not, far. But even then, I took, I got the step up and I started to go, and I was like, I have to sit down. I can't. It's just too much. I'm so tired. My body is just physically exhausted. So we went and we sat, and I asked for a half and half, but then she pulled the chair out like I was going to sit at the half and half. But I like a half and half because I'm more comfortable in a booth than a chair, which makes sense because my booty's huge. Sorry. Sorry. And I like that the table moves in a half and half. So today, since the night before last when I had that really hard diarrhea, back, like I told you, my abdomen hurt and everything, my back has really not been great. And I know that I'm doing more now, and is it muscle related? Possibly. I'm trying to take it easy like the doctor said. So I wanted to sit in the booth, and I had Jimmy push the table all the way into me so that I could sit up straight. Otherwise I was trying to slouch. And I knew I was going to get food on my shirt, which that's what God created Stain Stick for. I mean, God didn't create it, but don't forever forget, you got this. But God had the person who created Stain Stick live a long life so that they could create Stain Stick. But anyway, I ate most of my breakfast. I got the Philly cheesesteak omelet because their steak is really not, it's more like pot roast. It's very, very tender. And hold the cheese, and then with the gluten-free English muffin. it's funny because I asked for like my hash browns to be like not crispy, and Jimmy just said, you know, didn't say anything. And I think they gave me his hash browns and me mine because mine was super crispy and his weren't. So we ended up swapping out some, but I didn't have very many hash browns anyway. Me and potatoes still aren't great friends, so. But I had to drink lots of water. When you get this nuclear bone scan, they inject you with the radioisotope, and you have to drink tons of water to help it move through your system. So I came home, I drank like, I drank the big cup of water at Denny's, plus my cup of coffee, and I came home and I drank the 32 ounces plus 20 ounces of water here. So I feel like I want to float away. But if you've never had this test done, it's like, they inject you with the radioisotope. They tell you if you pee, you have to flush twice, just for the first 24 hours. Wipe down the toilet seat if you can. If you dribble or anything, just wipe down the toilet seat. Wash your hands. I mean, I wash my hands anyway, but wash your hands after you're done. And that type of thing. So, after Denny's, we went, and my home health aide came over. She's a rock star. She like, I had three episodes last night on the commode. 2 of them ended up being just urine, but what I'm trying to do now is, if I feel like I have to pass gas, I want to make sure I'm on the commode just in case. But twice it was just gas, and the third time it wasn't. So the third time happened right before we left. So Jimmy didn't even get a chance to empty it because we were running late this morning. And so she came in, she emptied that, she did the garbages, she cleaned up. Like I said, she's a rock star. She just bang, 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 bang. Then when we went back, she came with us because we were going to take her somewhere after. She was technically off the clock, but she came with us to get rescanned. She walked me in so she could see where my doctors were and stuff. And then the lady took me back there. I ended up taking a lot longer. I have to change my shirt because apparently I got a tracer on my shirt that was causing, not interference, but it looked like it was a problem zone. So they ended up having to take my shirt off. He's like, I'll get a gown. And I was like, I'm very comfortable in my sports bra, please. If it's not, doesn't make you uncomfortable, I'm fine. It's bigger than a bathing suit. Excuse me. So, just ended up getting the t-shirt off. I fell asleep on the table 3 times. So they do the one like whole body, and then they do the ribs up close. They do the femur up close, like the hips and femur up close, and then they do my head up close. And every time like it was time to do the next test, the reposition part, I just would fall right back to sleep again. I'm like, he's like, don't move. I'm like, okay. So he's like, how you doing? I was like, okay. I was like waking up and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I fell asleep again. He's like, it's fine. He's like, as long as you don't move, I don't care what you do. So then when it's time to do my head, I look over at this clock that he's got on the wall. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna look at the clock. And he's like, all right, look at the clock. He's like, you probably will fall asleep now. And I was like, probably. And there I was. So tired. I was actually just gonna come in and lay down, but it's like 5:30 right now, or actually it's like 6 o'clock. If I take a nap now, forget it. My schedule is gonna be messed up. But one of the things my aide wanted us to try is Smoothie King. A Smoothie King opened here about a year ago, and we still hadn't gone, Jimmy and I. And I've never been before, so I've never had smoothies. But I found out they had a keto menu, which I'm not on keto, but keto is usually very diabetic friendly. It depends on the fat that they put into it, but it's a chocolate one, and it's very chocolatey, coconutty, and I love chocolate coconut. I love coconut in general, but my family doesn't. Excuse me. So normally I don't get to have a lot of coconut. I was saying to her, she's like, she doesn't like coconut either, and I was saying to her, I was like, but, you know, I don't get to have like a piece of coconut cream pie because my family doesn't like it, and I'm not going to make a whole coconut cream pie because I'm only going to have a slice because, you know, I'm not supposed to have that much. And Jim was like, just go to Slice of Pie. There's this restaurant here called Slice of Pie. Oh, if you ever visit in Rolla, definitely I recommend it. He said, go to Slice of Pie and just get a piece of coconut cream pie. I was like, no, that's why every time we go to Bob Evans, I get the coconut cream pie. It's actually really good. I said kind of like very like almond joy. Kind of. But anyhow, I know I don't normally vlog on this channel, but I did want to do the friend mail here. And I wanted to give you guys medical updates as they go. So we're just currently sitting waiting for all the results. Today is Friday. I don't know when you're seeing this, but today is Friday. And I probably won't get any results until early next week. But if I do happen to get initial results over the weekend, I will share them during those vlogs. But when I get all of the results and all of the findings, I will definitely vlog back here on the main channel, okay? Okay. So listen, Lou, thank you for my cards. Oh my gosh. My beautiful card that was soaking wet is so beautifully written. But thank you so much for the Starbucks and the Visa gift card. You're an amazing person. Thank you so much. I love Starbucks. It's such a nice treat to get once in a while. And of course, Susan, what can I say? Thank you for making me part of Canada Day, even though if it's a few months late. But I still am very appreciative of everything. And I love your words. I love your friendship. You guys are both amazing. Mm-hmm. And listen, if nobody's told you today that you're loved, please come by and hear how much I love you, because I love you guys so much. You make it worthwhile. And I will tell you that Jim has a 3-day weekend this week, and there is a very, very good chance that we will be crafting on Sunday. So pray for me, cross your fingers, and hope that all goes well. And hopefully we get to see something fun coming up from the Henson household sooner than later, because I got lots of ideas for Christmas, okay? All right, don't forget. As always, you guys take care. God bless. We'll see you next time. Bye. Bye. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Lou. Bye.